Shannon, are you aware of California's new stealthing law?
No,
Do you know
actually,
what stealthing is?
no. Oh, it's
Uh,
yes. Is that the condom? Is that when you take off a condom during
it's when
sex
you're having sex with somebody, and you start with the condom,
and then
and
you
then you
use?
remove the condom without the other person knowing that you removed the condom.
Hmm.
And so California is going to be it was expected to be the first state to make this illegal, where you remove a condom without verbal consent during sex.
Hmm.
Now they're saying that this new law, it wouldn't be criminal though; it would just be civil. So, uh, if you were accused of this by somebody, you would, if found guilty, then you can kind of be, you know, charged with paying the person that you offended X amount of money for what you did, but it won't be a criminal offense, right? Now, I believe stealthing is stupid. I believe stealthing is a violation of somebody'
Yeah,
health,
of course.
safety.
Yep.
All of these things are true.
Hmm.
I don't like this law being passed for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, there is literally no way to prove this.
There is no way to prove it because it could
None.
honestly, it could honestly have been an accident. That happens sometimes by accident.
Dude, condoms get left in vaginas.
Yeah.
Condoms fall off.
Hmm.
But my point is, even if a stealth actually took place where a dude was having sex with you, he's hitting it from the back. I'm trying to think of a scenario where he will remove the condom and you wouldn't know. It would
Hmm.
only be in that position, right?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah, right. Or your eyes are closed, whatever it is. Whatever, right? He removes the condom and he keeps going. Let's assume that all of that happened. How could you prove that outside of you being in an orgy where there's witnesses? But excluding that, there's no way to prove this happened, even if it
Outside of
actually did happen.
Yeah, outside of you literally recording a confession. But besides that, there's no way to prove it.
Yeah. And so here's the thing: all this does is it creates another set of laws that will get people who are innocent tied up to the criminal system,
Hmm.
because there are going to be some dudes where it did fall off and she
Yeah.
don't believe him, and now they're
Hmm.
in court.
Yep.
Now what happens? Like, how am I on the jury or the judge going to decide, oh, you know what, she's lying, or he's lying? You're not going to know. If anything, your judgment is going to be just off of like, who do you think told a better story?
Yeah.
And that makes me so uncomfortable. We can't push back on problematic behavior without trying to criminalize every damn thing. And I think, once again, this country doesn't know how to do that. We
Mm-mm.
think everything has to be law, tying people up. Like how are you a Californian who wants to defund the police, but also lock people up for removing condoms?
Yeah.
You can still think it's horrible. You can still think it's messed up, but there's no way to prove none of this stuff. There was an article I was reading based off of this topic as well. I'm trying to see if it's in this article. Um, uh, that said, not only is it hard to prove, also if if the encounter started without a condom, uh, does that count as stealth? Right? Meaning, if there was never any verbal demand for me to put on a condom, and the sexual action began to take place, can I be accused of stealthing if, moment of passion, we usually will use condoms, but I forgot this time and now you're upset with me. Can you take me to court for stealthing? Or is it just for start with a condom, I remove the condom without your permission, and continue to have sex with you, you find out, then you can take me to court for stealthing? This is all uncomfortable territory that we don't need to be in. We
Yeah.
should be trying to actually just push the culture forward and say, look, removing a condom without consent is uh despicable despicable behavior. You are putting your own health at risk, the health of your partner at risk. Um,
Yep.
all of these things are true, but making this a law where you can be locked up, I disagree. I don't understand this desire we have in criminalizing everything that we find to be immoral.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't agree. There are too many. There's too many things. That should just be something that you figure out on your own with the person that you're sleeping with. Don't bring the law into it. It's weird.
Yeah, and once again, culturally, we can all just shame it. Like
Yeah.
culturally, removing a condom without consent should be shamed.
Yeah, yeah. Of
It should
course.
be shamed. We should, uh, you know, I'm even down with saying, in New York City, add that to like the sex ed curriculum. You know that, you know, somehow, if you remove a condom during sex, that's you can't do that. It's immoral, right? Like I just feel like somewhere we stopped thinking that we can change behavior without putting people in prison
Hmm.
or trying to tie them up with the legal system. Because once again, all this law is going to do is tie up somebody who actually was not trying to stealth and something happened. Like we said, condoms fall off, condoms pop, condoms fall inside of a woman's vagina. Like these things happen, not all the time, but uh, enough times where if if a woman looks back and notices that the condom is off, I believe it is just as likely that it was an accident
Hmm.
as it is that he removed it on purpose. But she don't know that from her perspective. So
Hmm.
now she might want to take this to a prosecution, and now you have this dude here who um is facing a civil case, which yeah is not as bad as facing a criminal case, but a civil case, if you're poor, is just as bad. You don't got no
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
right? Like so, it's stressing me out, man. It's you guys are gonna make it so that we don't want to sleep with y'all at all. I mean, it's just stealthing and it's just like, why would you risk it?
It's true.
We need to legalize prostitution. that's what we need to do. Legalize prostitution.